Okay, which pair of units both measure the same quantity? Option A, kilometer per hour is measuring speed, and kg per cubic meter is measuring density. So A cannot be of the same unit. Okay, option B, this is Pascal and Newton per cubic meter. Pascal is actually Newton per square meter. So this is wrong as well. Option C, volt and joules per coulomb. This is correct because voltage is actually calculated by taking the work done or the energy divided by the charge. Okay, and the unit, it can be either expressed in volt or work. The unit for work is joule, and then the unit for charge is coulomb, so it can be expressed in joules per coulomb. Okay, and for option D, this is watt and joules. Watt is actually joules per second. So D is wrong as well, so the answer should be C. Okay, for this question, we are looking at the order of steps in terms of operating a micrometer screw gauge. So what we need to do first is to place the coin to be measured between the anvil and the spindle. So this is step number 1. And after that, we have to close the spindle by turning the timber to close the anvil and the spindle. And we do not close it completely using the timber because we might squash the coin. So when the spindle is almost touching the coin, we have to switch to the ratchet and we turn it until a click sound is heard, and this will prevent over tightening. Then after that, we read from the main scale, which is the reading on the sleeve. So this is number 4. And lastly, we have to read the reading on the timber and we add it up. That will give us the final micrometer screw gauge reading. So this is actually number 5. So if you look at the order, it will be 3, 5, 1, 4, 2. Answer is C. Okay, this question shows us the speed time graph of a trolley, and the question is asking how far does the trolley travel at constant speed. So how far we are looking at the distance, and constant speed, right, we can associate with the horizontal part of the graph where the speed is constant at 4 meters per second, which is from 4 seconds to 7 seconds. And if you want to find the distance, it will be the area under graph, which is the one that I'm shading. We can see the shape of a rectangle. Okay, and the breadth is 3 unit, and then the length is 1, 2, 3, 4 unit. So the total distance traveled, it will be the area under graph. It will be 3 times 4. This will give us 12 meter. Answer B. Okay, for this question, the driver takes a total of 2 hours to make a journey of 75 kilometers. However, she took a break of half an hour and she was stuck in a traffic jam for a quarter of an hour. So that will left her with 2 hours minus 30 minutes, which is half an hour, and a quarter of an hour is 1/4. She's now left with 1 hour and 1/4 of an hour. And if she needs to travel a distance of 75 kilometers, her average speed, it will be distance divided by time. 75 kilometers divided by 1 1/4 of an hour. That will give us 60 kilometers per hour. So the answer is C. Okay, when a parachute is open, right, basically the parachutist is experiencing 2 forces. There's the upward force, which is the air resistance, and the downward force, which is the weight of the parachute. So the crucial thing here is it says that it's moving downwards at constant speed. Constant speed means that there is no acceleration, and hence it tells us that the resultant force must be equal to 0 Newton. And in order for the resultant force to be 0 Newton, the air resistance must be equal to the weight. So the answer here should be B.